Hey there, Wastelander! Welcome back to Fallout McFly, my little corner on the internet where I just sit around and talk about Fallout and stuff. And for this one, we're in celebration of the new map expansion, Skyline Valley for Fallout 76. I've been keeping my nose on the grindstone, putting my ear to the ground, and perusing through the new map with a fine-tooth comb. And I gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised. Unmarked locations on a map are my bread and butter, and I have so much fun with discovery in this game. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with a lot of the things I found. If I had one complaint though, it would probably just be some areas are way too dark, but I also understand that that's fitting for the lore of the area, so it's something we just gotta live with. But like I said at the top, I want to celebrate this area, so whether you're a newcomer experiencing the whole game as itself for the first time, or maybe a veteran looking for a new place in the new location. Thank you so much for watching, and this is my best camp locations in the Skyline Valley so far in Fallout 76.
Watch this. What the heck are you doing?
Our first stop into the Shenandoah National Park, we have to go southwest of Camp Liberty. This will definitely be one of the more modest locations on the list. It's a very simple semi-flat space with some room to build into the terrain. And unfortunately you won't find water here, but what you will find are some fun Pioneer Camp items. This is the main reason why I put this one on the list. It basically has a camp aesthetic with room to grow. It has a ranger information stall with medical supplies, your various look-off points with information plaques, and occasionally you'll even find some pre-war food, and sugar bombs, do I need to say more? And just a funny little detail, you can't pick them up, but inside the picnic basket, there's just like those funny, like goofy glasses, you know, where it's like glasses, eyebrows, and a nose. I just thought it was a funny little thing to pick out, but you can't pick it up, so I'm just like, okay. And then of course the most fun feature would have to be the mole bear picture cutout. This is an item you can actually unlock and place at your camp, but if you haven't found it or haven't unlocked it yet, you can just place a camp here and have it, with an added ranger stash nearby. And as an added bonus for any fans of the new season scoreboard aesthetic with the whole camping and Pioneer Scout thing, this is a perfect location to place all those items. You could fill in this little area with all of those rewards. I could definitely see myself living here in the future, maybe build a ranger station. Pioneer living, here I come. Next stop on our list, we're going to stay in the same area. We're just going to go northeast of Camp Liberty. Now this place I could see being one of the most popular places to camp in the new region. Granted, you have so many options. That's one thing they kept in mind while making this region. They definitely catered to camp building. There are so many waterfall options now, but I'm here to tell you why I think this one is the best. For starters, you have a flat top to work with a pretty nice view. But watch out for the neighbors, they do get hungry. But shout out to my fellow carnivores and melee builds. You have a Jaguar right there, and then pretty close by is a squirrel spawn. Now you can build down in the water, accentuate the waterfall, or you can build up here, but I haven't even shown you the best part yet.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
That's right, we have a secret tunnel. What an awesome feature. I know there's not a lot of room to build down here, but I can only imagine what the camp whizzes could do with this. Now, of course, it comes with its amenities. You have some glass bottles just, you know, scattered around. You can play a guitar, along with a couple gold ore deposits and aluminum. And I don't know if they changed ore, but I was able to get 20 aluminum from these two little sockets. That's nuts. Maybe there's some kind of aluminum farm here, I don't know. Overall, this location is beautiful, and I can't wait to just stop by here and see the amazing builds people make. But before we move on, we should probably talk about the camp placement, because there is a little trick to it. I had to rack my brain a little bit, because if you put the camp thing on top, you can only build on top and you can't build in the hole. If you put it in the hole, you can only build in the water and you can't build on top. Now the trick here is to balance your camp module right here on this little rock underneath the waterfall. Which is kind of funny. Originally I thought this was a hole to get in, and then come to find out I fall in the water and there's a hole down there. It was a very nice find. Up next, we're going to jump to the left side of the map and go west of Research Site Saxony. And an even better way to remember it, it's literally on the turkey's head. But at this location, you will find a mossed up treehouse bungalow. This location was definitely created with care. The moss makes it feel like it was built and lived in already. It has enough space to put enough rickety stuff in there. And I just love how Fallout it feels. And I can't tell if it's irony, but there's a pickaxe just sitting on the table and you can't pick it up. Sorry, that probably won't age well, but that's a joke for the time. You also get a free radio and a generator, but I wish the generator actually worked. This would make this location so much better. And then just a short list of things you don't have: water and a roommate. And then as an added bonus, you'll want to watch where you place your camp module, because right there at the foot of the hill is an iron ore deposit. And with a strategically placed camp module, you can have the best of both worlds. Alright, now we're going to pack our bags and head south, just west of the old Cremora mines. This location is very reminiscent of what we're used to up north, and a little bit nostalgic at the same time. You have this rock alcove, you can build into it, and if you place your camp module correctly, you can build on top. And also on property is a silver extractor. I usually don't see a silver extractor so close to such a nice camp spot, so I thought this was a really rare find. And other than that, you're just tucked out here in the woods. But the fun part is what's nearby. Following along, and technically he's your neighbor, is an Ogua location. I've hopped many servers, and 10 for 10, he spawns every time in this watering hole. So I guess for even daily challenges going forward, here's your guaranteed cryptid. And then I guess as an added bonus, you can place your camp here if you want water, but I don't know, uprooting him from his home just felt evil. Stopping by and destroying him daily just seemed like the better option. I don't know. You can do what you want. Free wasteland. Alright, it is the last stop on our list, and for once it was a tight race between the last one and this one. We are heading to the southern portion of the map, just south of the Big Meadows gas well. And here we have just about the flattest space that's been on this list. It is perfect to build in. It is in a nice forestry meadow. It has a mysterious looking shack, more on that later. And then the one feature that tops them all, it even has a good boy. That's right, this location comes with its own dog. It almost seems kind of like a sad story. He's tied to the house. It must have been his home at some point, I imagine. His nature is to circle the house and then just lay down on the front porch. And the more I would film the dog, the more features I would see, and it looks like he's had a rough go. But despite how rough it's been, he's never gone mongrel. So this dog will never attack you. Unfortunately, he can be killed, so let's hope that your camp visitors are kind. And then once you get past the mystique of the dog, did I mention this place is flat? I love a good flat space, nothing I have to mess with. Most of the trees and bushes disappear. This has not given me a problem at all. I've even started building, I just haven't really done any interiors. I'm working on the exterior at the moment. And then wait, there's more. Let's take our attention to the mysterious shack that the dog won't leave. Now, if you're an experienced camp builder, chances are you've tried to get in here, and you were probably pleasantly surprised. But quickly, for people who don't know, some walls, windows, and arches can be glitched through using specific camp items. It's essentially putting something on top of something and then easing it up to the door so you can get through the door. Basically, you have to have an item that makes you move forward of some sort, and then a flat item that you could put it on top of. For me, I like to use the Vault-Tec rug, and I bought the Theremin from the Atomic Shop. I think it makes a funny noise, and it's actually perfect for this little mysterious thing that we're about to do. But you can use a crafting station, a chair. I'm actually going to put a chair on the opposite side so we can get in and out of here. And then you want to place this mechanism as close as you can to the door, and once you activate it, the game itself will just push you through. And look at it! It's perfect. There's so much room in here. You can have your own little secret room, you know? The only downside is a few of the corners aren't letting me place items so closely to it, so you do have to kind of work away from the wall. But how cool is this? You don't really glitch through the floor or anything. It fits so well. It's almost like they planned this. Am I crazy for thinking that? And like I said, the last camp was almost #1, but this one has so many features I could not ignore. It's time to give this dog a companion, and I think we can call this home for a very, very long time. And that'll be it, Wastelander. We've scoured the map. I hope there were a few on the list you learned about and maybe you'll use in the future. And I'm sure there are plenty more out there to find, so feel free to leave your comments below. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. A like is always appreciated, all that good YouTube stuff. And I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get back to camp building. It's time to do some of these interiors. So I will catch you out there in the wasteland.